Welcome. If you're new here, I know that I might swear. I'm trying to work on that YouTube guidelines and all. And I say it how it is, no sugarcoating. This should be a pretty positive reading, though. We are doing what the universe is gifting you for Christmas, which is in 5 days? Saturday, the 20th, right now. If you're like, wait, I know that voice, but I don't remember that channel name. I was previously Triple Leo Tarot. So you are not tripping. All right. So let's get into it. We do have 3 bios, Christmas themed. I don't know what that's called. So if you know, let me know. But this little red flower and bell. You'll have a little snowman ornament. And little Starbucks coffee cup with a little Christmas tree and some what are these called? Snow globe. So I will give you a few seconds to pick, and you can go to the timestamp. It's going to be in the description box or in the comments. All right, if you haven't picked yet, now is the time to pause. We're gonna get started. Alrighty, pile 1, welcome to your reading. I forget what this deck is called. I'm gonna try to find the box and put it down below if you're interested. Super cute little elf team Christmas deck. Mini version, because how often am I going to use a Christmas deck? Let's be real. So let's see. We are going to pull some oracles of this deck because I love it, and then whatever is pertinent to what shows up. So if it's more love, business, career, whatever, we'll see which oracles I'm drawn to for your reading. All right. So pile 1. What is, well, already this one wants to come out. 9 of Wands. Sag energy. Cancer energy. Then we have some Taurus energy here. 6 of Pentacles. And then some Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So it does look like something that you've been working on for a minute is going to start like giving out a little bit. I do feel like most of you is a business thing, we do have a couple pentacles here. I feel like you've been putting a lot of time into something. You've been a little maybe kind of back and forth, feel like you have to protect yourself from other people, maybe competitors, haters, whatever the case may be. I feel like you got kind of a little bored of it and kind of needed a break. And I feel like you're gonna receive something that's gonna give you some like renewed hope. Whether that's like, in the words of like encouragement, some publicity, some just getting hired, for that specific thing that you're trying to start. I think like for most of you, it's business. I'm not gonna, like I say it how it is. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, you're gonna be rich by Christmas. No, it's just something that you've been working on that you feel like people maybe haven't been responsive like to, because like see how scared and alone he is. I just feel like you've been guarding that shit. You've been working hard at it. You've been passionate about it, but like people have not been responsive in the way that you had hoped, or you're not seeing the advancement that you wish you had hoped, and it's kind of been getting you a little bit down and kind of feeling like, am I wasting my time, my energy doing this? But all the work you've been putting in, like, this is something you've been consistent about. So if it's something that you're just like on and off, not that serious about, like, that's not it, right? Like, it's finally gonna give. Some's gonna give that is gonna make you want to keep pursuing it. The 6 of Cups in reverse and 3 of Pentacles. So I feel like there's somebody in the past that you really maybe wanted to work with, or like that you put a lot of effort into, um, and it just didn't pan out. You thought maybe you wanted to work as a team and you ended up kind of being alone and finding it difficult. But trust me, blessing in disguise that they were a fuck up. I literally feel like this reading is for me now. Because, yeah, I tried to start a business with someone actually end of last year, beginning of this year, and put in so much time and effort that got wasted because I was the only one being serious about it. So I started my own business, and like things are like starting to happen a little. So yeah, and I am pretty fucking happy. The tower shit is gonna blow up, but like not in a bad way. With the 10 of Cups and the tower, I feel like you're gonna blow up. Like I said, I feel like some of you're gonna get some publicity. You're gonna get like a really good gig. Someone's gonna be very, very, very generous towards you and recognize your hard work, and it's gonna be amazing. It's just gonna be like kind of the beginning, starting Christmas, right? It's not like, well, you might like start getting some attention, like if, and be realistic too, like if you've just been getting like 10, 20 views, and then all of a sudden you get like 1,000, you might be like, oh, that's not that much, but it is. Even like 10, 20 views, that's how I look at it. That's why, like, even if I haven't posted in forever, I come back, I know I don't get that many views because I haven't been consistent, but I'm like, still, the way I look at it, I'm like, there's still like 10 people sitting in their living room like watching me. Like if I was doing a reading and 10 people were in front of me like watching me, being like, yay, thank you, like that's kind of a lot when you think about it. It's just like with social media, people think like millions, it has to be millions, but no, like you gotta start somewhere. And like it takes a minute. It doesn't happen overnight. People hear there's overnight success stories, and it's never overnight. These people have been working in the shadows for a long time, So you are about to get your due. And I do feel like there is going to be some financial compensation too, because like I'm just looking at her, like staring at the tentacle with the 4-leaf clover on it. So I do feel like you're going to be receiving some financial luck by Christmas, or it's already starting. But yeah, let's see what we get with the oracles, and let me grab a couple, my other couple of business money oracle decks. Got this one, and then sorry guys, you should see how many decks I have. It's a problem. Every reader knows you get carried away, but different decks for different messages. Where is my other one? You know what? Not gonna fight it. Sometimes it means we got the messages we need here. So I'm not one to argue with the universe, competition. What did I say? I did say like this. Even though you don't have the 5 of Wands here, I feel like maybe you thought the competition was too strong. Maybe you thought you weren't up to par for the competition. Or maybe there was just a lot of haters and people trying to bring you down. Pay bills. And there you go. I'm telling you, you're going to get some money if there's something you wanted to invest into your business, or you thought, oh, by now, like this should be paying, let's say, oh, my electric bill at least, but it's still not giving. It will. Whatever it is going to start paying your bills. Okay. Loyalty. True friendship and loyalty are amongst the most important values. Be loyal to your friends. So I do feel like it is going to be like a good friend that is going to help you. Someone who's being loyal to you and true. So if, you have any doubt about a person, it's definitely not them. It's someone that, has always been loyal to you, has always been around, you never had any doubts about. I feel like they're just maybe going to put you in contact with somebody else, or they're just going to have a great opportunity for you, or they might even invest in your business if maybe you were looking to get some investors. It really depends which business you're in, right? Some business you need investors, some you don't, some you need some networking, some you don't. Maybe somebody hooks you up with free advertising, oh, hey, I have a friend is starting the advertising business, they need to do some practice run through, you don't even have to pay, here you go. Like some like that, someone who's been really loyal to you, So even if you're in a bad mood, like make sure, you know, if you're feeling a little down, that you reach out to your people. Okay, it's going to also lift your spirit. Gambling. Excessive gambling can have dangerous consequences. Don't risk too much. So right away I got like, don't invest any more money. If somebody tries to invest in your thing, but whatever you got now, you have enough to make your money, to make profit, to do what you got to do. So don't invest or risk any more money. Like, don't take any big risks. And this is just for the next 5 days, right? So maybe some of you were thinking, oh, I shouldn't get that thing. I should pay for that ad. Oh, I should buy that gear. I don't know. I'm starting photography. That's why I keep saying gear. I started my photography business. So that's what I mean. Like, nobody's going to necessarily invest in that. So, but if you're more, let's say you have a product, you have an invention, you need a patent. Yeah, just somebody else, I feel like for some of you is going to invest the money that you need. Because I think that you may not have the money available. Maybe you need to keep that money for growth and expansion. You should always have maybe like 15-20% away for growth and expansion when you have a business, because if not, if you start getting busy, then you can't keep up. Those are things, you know, to keep in mind. All right, so I'm gonna cut it here, guys. I haven't been posting, but I read every day still, so it's like second nature almost. I feel like my readings have been getting shorter over time. So see you in the next one. All right, like, subscribe, leave a comment. You know the drill. All right, bye. That's a good one. Oh, and there's the other one. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. We are gonna just jump right into it. It could be on any subject, so it's what the universe is gonna gift you for Christmas. So it could be some spiritual, internal stuff, some healing, some Six of Pentacles for you as well. But we'll see. Doesn't mean it means the same thing. Let's see what else. We got the Sun. Look at you. The Lovers in reverse. We got a couple major arcanas. We got some Taurus energy, Leo, Gemini, and some Aquarius energy. Okay, wait. Yes. No, you got 3 of the fixed signs. Gemini's immutable. 3 fixed signs, 2 major arcanas. So I do feel like there's something you've been really fixated on. Okay, weird reading, but I feel like some things are not going to work out, but it's for the best. There's something you've been like really been, someone or something you've been really generous towards. Because I did feel like the pile 1, it was more like receiving, but I feel like for you, this is you. Like, you've been very generous, very happy, very kind, very like almost innocent and naive, like giving so much, just in a very kind way, because you know the Sun does represent children. So that's where I felt the innocence and naivete from. But with the Lovers in reverse, like, lovers, often people are just, oh, it's couples. You know, it represents like contracts, right? Legal contracts, marriages, but also like business contracts. So for you, I feel like it's different for the person. Per person, it's going to be either like a love, relationship, and marriage, or, you know, a business contract that is going to end up not working out or breaking up. Or it could be like your divorce is finally going to be final and you're finally free. But I feel like you put so much into this, like so much effort, like genuinely you wanted this 100%. And I also like feel like you're a fairly logical person. Most of you, I do feel like some of you, this is the person that you were dealing with that's very manipulative. Like, King of Swords is very smart, but it can also be very manipulative, right? And can usually outsmart most people. Like, Queen and King of Swords do represent more like the cerebral aspect of this, your personality, right? And the Queen and King are like at the top, right? So it does represent the smartest people. See, so you were a Queen of Cups. Doesn't matter if you're man, women, whatever. You were the Queen of Cups. Genuinely, like, generous, giving from your heart, like genuine, innocent love. This person was more like logical. They could have been in this relationship, situation, marriage, or trying to do business with you just for the money. Like, they were just thinking about the money. I think you were observant and you realized that, and you moved the fuck away, got out of Dodge. So, sorry, let's have a bit of a drink. But yeah, so I feel like you're gonna be liberated from that situation, from that union, from that contract. I am getting a bit of a legal aspect, right, to it. For a lot of you, it's just going to be something that you were kind of legally bind to, or that you were considering legally binding yourself to, that you're either going to get the answer that no, you shouldn't, or you're going to finally be free legally from that thing. Okay, so I guess for those of you that it's business, we'll do some business oracles. And for those of you that it's a love thing, we'll do some love oracles. So, like, take it as it resonates. So for the business, for pile 2, any more information? It's a business contract. Job offer. Seeing it's in reverse. So I feel like there's a job offer. That it was like some type of, job contract. That, yeah, you're not going to get, but it is for the best. Money tree. Yeah, you would have got screwed in that contract. So you're going to end up having a lot more money coming to you and making more money in the long run. It's making me think, like, I'm not saying it's that, maybe for a couple of you, but 360 deals. So I used to rap and stuff. So, like, 360 deals, it's like they'll tempt you with this, like, really shitty offer, like a tiny bit of money that looks like a lot of money to you, but you're getting screwed. That tiny bit of money that they're giving you is like 1% of what they're gonna make off your ass, right? So it's that type of energy I'm getting. That, yeah, it might have looked good because maybe you needed it now, maybe you're super hopeful, maybe you're like a little too trusting, but something's gonna come to light that is gonna save you. Yes, something's gonna come to light that's gonna save you from making that shitty ass decision and getting got. Okay? Micromanage at the bottom. Yeah, you gotta do some research. You got to do a lot of research on this deal, on this contract, on this person, and you're going to find, like, the shit that was going to screw you. And let's pull one of these as well. Savings. You always need to put something off for a bad day. Create savings for the future. So, yeah, if it's someone that wanted you to invest in something, definitely fucking don't, bro. Save your money. It's a scam, okay? Whatever the fuck it is, whoever the fuck it is, they're scamming you. Like, yeah. Or if you've already invested and they're like, oh, you need to invest more, and then it's gonna pay off. Like, whatever the fuck, like, it's just giving, like, scummy, scammy motherfucker, okay? Or fatherfucker, whatever. All right, let's see for the love ones. Let's do these, actually. Excuse me. Zombie danger approaching. A sense of foreboding fills the air and weight on your mind. A lurking menace stalks you and keeps you alert. So yeah, I feel like it could have been an abusive relationship for you. So I feel like the danger is about to be over. Something could happen in the next few days. Especially if it's a divorce from like an abusive relationship, they might do something that just kind of puts the nail in the coffin, in the grave, the last shovel of dirt in the grave, to bury them and kind of get you to win your case, or get your that restraining order, or get, you know, whatever you were hoping to get. I do feel like it's not necessarily gonna come about like the best way, but you're gonna get what you need to get your freedom and to win. Okay, that one jumped. See, you're gonna win in the end. Okay, so just be careful, be prepared, and also make sure that you know you have mace, whatever type of protection that you can carry around with you, and make sure that you're ready to record, you save screenshots, like all of that stuff, right? Overstates accomplishments to gain honor and misleads other, believes they can't control their reputation and blame others for the lack of honor. Okay, that's your person. So they're gonna get caught, like either way, whether it's business or love, whatever, you're gonna end up being victorious over the smart manipulator. So this could be someone that thinks they're smarter than they are, you know. Just definitely someone who's manipulative, you know. I did say like misleads others. They are gonna be really pissed, I'm not gonna lie, that they get found out. Okay, and then we'll get one from my deck, the Truth Serum, and see what they really want to say. I hate that I love you. You're so fucking hot. I'm immature. So yeah, this person's got a lot of growing up to do. They're just a little cuckoo and very sexually and physically attracted to you. So it does read as lust, infatuation, trauma bond as opposed to love. Just more sexual, like fuckboy type of energy. Then I see the fucking Knight of Wands. If you've watched me before, you watch like a lot of readers. We call it the fuckboy card. Five of Swords. Yeah, manipulative, fucking bully energy. So it is gonna work out in the end, but you really fucking do. Like, this is low-key a little bit of warning, pile 2. Like, you gotta do your shit. Like, you gotta do your research. You gotta look through stuff. You gotta be prepared for when this happens. Make sure that you get your ducks in a row, okay? So, because you'll come out on top if you do what you gotta do. Right? It's kind of always like how guidance works. Like, if you're just gonna sit there and do nothing and it's telling you gotta do something, then it's not gonna work out how the card said if you don't do your part. So make sure that you prepare and that you leave no stones unturned. Don't be signing shit. Okay? I would say not until you know, but I would say don't sign shit from now till Christmas at least. Or whenever you see this, you know what I mean? Maybe you see this after and you decide to watch it anyways because you're drawn to it, even if it's after Christmas. Just like take it out, it applies, because I've watched readings that were for a specific day, but they were meant for me that day, if you know what I mean. Time is an illusion, motherfucker. All right. You know the drill. Leave a comment. Let me know if it resonated. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. All right. Bye. Pile 3. I like snow globes. All right. So if you spicked, is that even a word? get made up a word. If you picked the Starbucks, I tried to say Starbucks and picked at the same time. If you pick the Starbucks cup, this is your reading. Let's get right into it, guys. All right. So let's see. Pile 3. What gifts are coming to you from the universe for Christmas? Well, we already have one. Oh, look at you. We get the best reading. Nine of Pentacles, freedom, financial independence, and the Lovers. And you guys saw that flip. It was in reverse. Lovers came out in the last reading, and it was in reverse, but not for you, honey. All right, geez. That's the one. Okay, wow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So it looks like you're going to get some fucking peace and quiet. You're going to be moving away from drama, moving away from something that you've just been wanting a break from. Some of you could be going on vacation, or someone takes you on a little getaway between now and Christmas, or you get maybe gifted a little bit of a trip, spa day, because look, they're going to a little island, which usually Six of Swords isn't like that. But you see they're going to this beautiful island. There's like the sharks around, but they're close to the island. They're about to get there. They're safe on the boat. It's like, you know, they have their swords back there. It's like they've been having to fight, but now they're finally going to their little island. 4 of Wands. Some of you might get proposed to on Christmas. Okay, that's obviously like a small portion of you. But yeah, with the 4 of Wands and the Lovers, that is giving like proposal vibes. Because 4 of Wands is the celebration wedding card. And, you know, Lovers does represent marriage and contracts. So some of you could definitely get proposed to, or someone close to you is going to get proposed to on Christmas, and you're going to be there. But like, really, it's something that's being gifted to you. So maybe, you know, one of your children's going to get engaged and you've been waiting and excited for it. Some of them could be telling you you're pregnant. Maybe you've been dying to be a grandparent, or be the cool aunt and uncle. So if it's something that you've been really looking forward to, then that could also be the present. I feel I'm getting a lot of different messages. I feel like pile number 1 was so clear. Pile 2 is like, could be love or business. I feel like yours is, there's a lot of different messages for different people, right? But I just feel like a lot of happiness, a lot of stability. If you've been wanting a relationship and you're single, I think you're gonna meet someone. If you've been kind of in between, not knowing too much where you stand, over the holidays, it's gonna become official, you know? I do feel like a lot of you is something you've been working at with the Knight of Pentacles. You've been working on quietly, whether it's business, whether it's love, whether it's someone else. Like, you're just super happy and content, and you've just been waiting, like I said, on these grandkids or that wedding to finally happen and be announced. Like, whatever it is that you've been like kind of hoping for, like planting hella seeds into, whether it's just like, yeah, you should propose, or like whatever the fuck it is, it's happening for you by Christmas. I'm gonna pull some oracles because I'm getting so many different messages. We'll do some for money. So if you're here for like the money stuff and that's what you've been investing in, there could be some big contract coming your way, a work contract, a project that really gives you that peace of mind, that stability, and that the finances you've been hoping for. Also pay attention to birds, especially white birds. And if you live by the water, anything like aquatic, like it doesn't necessarily have to be sharks, like dolphins or whales, or like something you see a lot, these could be signs for you. Like direction. Let's say you see a bird and you were thinking about something, or you see this specific bird constantly, it's a message, right? That you're on the right path. Or if you were thinking about something specific, when you see it, it could mean just like, yeah, go and do that. Like, go do it right away. Don't wait. Okay, so let's do some oracles to the business money manager. Partnership. Definitely with this, it is a partnership. Okay. Let's see what. Loan denied. So if you try to apply for a loan and it got denied, or you're about to apply for one and it gets denied, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It was meant to, because you don't fucking need that loan. You don't need the interest. Like, money's coming from somewhere else, and we're hiring. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you're gonna get a big job, a big contract, a big something like that. I've never actually even seen that card before. I've used that deck quite a few times. I don't think I've ever seen these two, to be honest. This card could indicate your career or finances could take a giant leap forward. What did I say? Can't make this shit up, guys. Like, these are all super positive cards. Consider careers in money management, banking, accounting, or anything in finance. So yeah, also, you know what I'm getting? You really need to start paying attention more to your money and learn a bit more about finances. Because I just feel like you didn't even need that loan, or you're not going to need that loan. And if you were maybe a bit better with money, you would have figured that out. You can expect a happy outcome when it comes to your finances. There. Partnership. Joining forces with business partner for win-win corporation. Sorry guys, I'm French. Prioritize your connections. You know what I'm trying to say, that word. Priority. See, I can say that, but sometimes, like, the extended version of the word, I stumble. All right. So there may be some stumbling there. You might have some issues prioritizing, whatever. I can't say it, guys. I give up. You know what I'm trying to say? So definitely make that maybe a main focus. Make sure your priorities are straight. But unlike pile 2, where it was a shit partnership they invested in, whatever partnership you've been investing in, it's paying off. So, and at the bottom, moving up, career is on the rise, new offers and opportunity, salary increase, go to the next level. I'm telling you, you're not going to need that loan. And mechanic, mend what needs mending. It might be broken, but all is not lost. Consider a career as a mechanic, whatever. That's just like one of the things. But you can easily fix your finances, but a sacrifice may be needed. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. I think you need to do a little research, a little study. There's maybe a little blind spot, a little something you missed. But that's about it. Because looking real good, guys, real good. So let's pull some love oracles for the love situation. Anything more that they need to know, if it's their relationship or some great news they've been waiting for. Loneliness, routine. Distant twin flame fuels your spiritual journey and inner growth. Solo venture reveals hidden truth and personal growth. So you may want to spend a little bit of time alone to get some clarity. Whatever the case may be, you need to do maybe a little bit meditation, maybe spend a day by yourself. I know it's the holidays, so that can be a little bit hard for some, but if you can find, or at least 2-3 hours to yourself to just like tune into your own energy, because you are going to be spending a lot of time probably around a lot of people, so it's good to maybe check in with yourself and see what your energy is at. There's going to be a lot of growth and a specific answer for you in there. Unsettled sleep brings about fatigue and reduced alertness. Sleep becomes a portal to the realm of hidden truth. So there's definitely something you're missing. See how there was something missing. So I think your reading is like everything's great, but you got a little blind spot. So whether it's love or money, there's something you're missing. I feel like you're maybe a little too focused on the detail, and you need to pull back a little bit and get a broader perspective and just kill all the noise and like just let everything so you can connect with yourself and spirit. And make sure you really do get a good amount of sleep, okay? At least try to go to bed around the same time. If you know you're going to be up later because it's the holidays, switch your schedule for the next like week or two, or so you can get up later and go to bed later. Just make sure that you're on consistent type of sleep schedule. All right, and that's it. That's what I got for you guys. A great reading. Just make sure you check your blind spot. Make sure you rest. If you felt like that resonated for you as love, business, you need to check into your finances and learn a couple things about that. And everything's going to be great, basically. So, yay. Let me know if it resonated down below. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. You know how it goes. Thanks for watching. Bye.